data in Excel using UserForm. Here on this sheet, I have data in 4 columns and I have one command button here. First column has product IDs, second product name, third column has quantity, and fourth column is for city. Once I click on this command button, it will show me user form. For each column, I have one text box here. So total 4 text boxes I have here on this user form. So I can put any product ID in first text box. Let me put here 1007, and then on right hand side on user form I have search and display command button. Once I click on this command button, it will show me relevant data of entered product ID. Now if I want to change existing data that we can see here, then I can change that. Let me change city from Delhi to Mumbai, and let me change the product name also. Now I want to update this data back to Excel sheet. So on Excel sheet we can see that product ID 1007 is in row number 8. Now I can click on the update data command button on user form, and we can see that changes have been done on Excel sheet for product ID 1007. If I want to close this user form, I can press the exit button here. Now let's try one more time. Now let's say I want to make changes in product ID 1030. I will click on this command button. I write 1013. Click on search and display button. Quantity I will change from 100 to 150. City from Chennai to Delhi. I'll click on this update data. We can see that changes are done. Now I'll click on the exit button. So this is how we can easily make changes and update records in Excel using user form. So let me explain here how we can develop this kind of user form and we can update and search data in Excel sheet. So first of all, let me open one new Excel file. To use the same data, I will copy data from this sheet to new Excel file. Let me remove color. Let me change color of headings. Now we have data in 4 columns. Sheet name is sheet 1. We can see here. I will go to developer tab and click on insert option. From ActiveX control, I will select one command button and I will drag a command button here. Now what I can do, I will double click on this command button so that we can see the VBA editor window, or we can press Alt F11 also to reach VBA editor window. Here on left hand side we can see that this workbook is there and sheet 1 is there. So what I'll do, I'll right click on this workbook and insert and then select user form. Let me increase the size of user form. We can see this toolbox here. This toolbox is for user form. Let me drag it at bottom. Now if I select user form, we can see on left hand side, name of this user form is userform 1. This userform 1 we will use while writing VBA code. So on this user form, I need 4 text boxes. So from toolbox, I will select text box and I will drag a text box here. In the same way, we can drag 4 text boxes. Now if I select first text box, then we can see on left hand side, name of this text box is text box 1. For second, it is text box 2. For third, text box 3. And for fourth, text box 4. Now I need 4 labels here. So from toolbox, I will select label and drag a label here. We can copy and paste also. So I am copying this same label here. Now same case is with these labels. If I select first label, it is label 1, and in the same manner all 3 others. Now I will select first label and changed caption as product ID. For second, we will go as data. Second is for product name, third for quantity, and fourth for city. So I am selecting second label. Let me write caption. Product name. For third caption, I will change quantity, and for fourth, city. Now I need command button to search data from toolbox. Let me select command button. On left hand side, we can see command button 1 is there as name. Caption, let me change this to search and display. Let me change font also. Let's make it 12 and bold. For labels also, let me change the font. We can press Ctrl key and select multiple ActiveX control. And we can change the property for all selected controls. Let me make alignment. I'll change from left. I want to keep distance by 10 points. Okay, now I'll add one more command button to update data and one command button for closing user form. So let me change caption, update data. Font, let me change 12 and bold. For this, let me change caption to exit, and font 12. Now we are done with designing part. Now we need to write code on search and display. So I will double click on this, and here I need to write code to search data on Excel sheet. So first of all, I'll create one variable, dim product underscore id as string, and then from text box 1 we can see on user form, let me show the user form. This is text box 1. So here in second line I'll write product id equal to text box 1 dot text. So what will happen? Value that we will enter in text box 1 will be assigned to product id variable. This variable we have taken or declared here as a string. So let me cover this up with trim function. Now I want to check how much data we have on sheet. So I write code last row equal to worksheets, then sheet name is sheet 1 where we have data dot cells rows dot count. Here within cells we need to specify row and column. So we don't know how much data is there, so rows dot count. Column I want to search by first column dot end in brackets excel up dot row. So this will store the last filled row by checking in first column. Then we can run the loop for I equal to 2. I am avoiding the headings because we need to check only product ID to last row. Closing statement for loop. Now I will put here one condition: if worksheets sheet 1 dot cells I comma 1 dot value equal to product ID, then what should happen? Then text box 2 dot text should be worksheets sheet 1 dot cells I comma 2 dot value. So what is happening here? If we find product ID, then same row has relevant data. So text box 2, which is for product name, here that value will be assigned in text box 2. And in the same manner, let me copy this line. Text box 3, text box 4. So here I'll just change 3, 4. And here column 3 column 4, and then I'll close the if condition and if. So what will happen? First, this code will check the last filled row, then loop will run from second row to last row. Whenever product ID is matched, same data will be assigned in remaining 3 text boxes. So this is the VBA code that I have written on the search and display data command button that we have on UserForm. Now, once data will be searched and displayed in second, third and fourth text box, I will make changes. In case if I make changes, then I'll click on update data. So update data will check data in 3 text boxes and transfer the data from user form to Excel sheet. If we delete data from text boxes, it will delete data from Excel sheet as well. So let me double click on this command button for update data. So here also, let me declare product ID as a string, then assigning value from text box to that variable, and then here also we need to check last row. So I will copy the last row or the VBA code to check the last filled row, and same goes for loop and if condition. There is a small change. So let me copy this code as well, paste it here. So what we need to change here is just that if search value is found on Excel sheet, then instead of transferring from user form to text box, here we need to transfer from text box to sheet. So I'll just Control X, I will cut this here, paste it here. So if it is matched, then value from text box 2 will be transferred to update data on sheet. Same we need to do here. Same for text box 4. So this is the code that will update data from user form to sheet. Now let me open user form again. The last command button that we have on user form is for exit. So I'll double click here and just one line code, unload userform 1. We know that name of userform is userform 1. So we are done with the coding part of userform. Now what is left? On sheet we have command button, so we need to write one line of code so that once we press on this command button or click on this command button, we should be able to see userform. So I'll double click here and write here userform1 dot show. Now I'll go to sheet. I'll click on design mode so that we are out of design mode. I can click on this command button. We can see that user form. If I search product, any product ID, this time let me search 1003. So font size is small, so we can change this also. I'll show how we can change this. Let me click on search and display. We can see that relevant data is there. So quantity is 600. Let me change this to only 100. Click on update data. We can see that row number 4 is changed where quantity was 400. Now it is 100. So first of all, let's change the font size for these text boxes. Let me click on exit button. So I'll double click on this user form. Select all 4 text boxes. In property window on left hand side, let me change the font to bold and 12. So we are done with this change. Let's go to sheet again. Click on design mode. Now let's say if I want to make changes in row number 15. So what we can do, I'll click on this command button. Product ID I'll enter here 1014. Click on search and display. Relevant data we can see here. So this time let me make changes on all 3 columns. So product name I will write here XYZ or XYZ. Quantity 1000. City I will change to Delhi. Update data. We can see that data is updated. Let me click on the exit. So this is how we can create user form to search and display data. Also we can update data in one go. We can modify this user form or modify the code. We can adjust this user form according to our data. We can create this kind of user form for multiple columns, and even we can give more flexibilities to update data by doing some changes in VBA code that we have written in this user form. Let me show the code again. So I hope this tutorial is helpful to learn user form. If you have any question around this topic, you can write into comments, or for any question you can write email to me. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to my channel for more VBA tutorials. Thank you.